Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Risk of Rain 2. I'm Nye. I am so tired of not getting stuff done. So I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to get stuff done. I'm thinking we're going to go for a Huntress win on Monsoon. I turn that artifact. Go for a normal Huntress run. Yeah, then we're just gonna have a little bit of fun with it. I don't know if I'm gonna loop. We'll see how I feel when we get to later on in the game. If I feel like a loop is gonna be something I'm gonna want to look into or not. I want to actually hit this guy, but the game does not want to give me access to him at all. Now that sucks. What I got in my face, buddy? Thank you. So yeah, we're gonna see how things look as we get a little bit further in the run, see if we are, thinking this is a good run, this is a good run to loop with. I don't really have much to unlock at this point, so loops are more for the fun of it things, as opposed to I need to loop to, unlock a thing or to try out a thing or something like that. And I enjoy the idea of looping just for the fun of it. I really do. I think looping is fun. I think killing things, really, really easily is fun. I also, believe it or not, like, even though I've complained about it in the recent past, about, like, how easily Medith and I have died to, certain enemies and certain runs, I really enjoy the difficulty level that you tend to get while looping. I think it's fun. I think there's a lot of good fun that can happen in those sorts of situations. But at the same time, it definitely wears on me that we have died an awful lot recently and have not really gotten ourselves, the wins that, honestly, I think we deserve to win more often than we have. Gosh, slow. Okay. Really? That's not enough? So yeah, I definitely want to get some more stuff unlocked. Very exciting in that recently, and this will kind of date the episode a little bit more, especially because I've done kind of all these in advance and nothing's gone live yet. But recently, the developers of Risk of Rain 2, Hopu Games, have kind of made it clear that they have the intention to release not only kind of one more major content update that's going to include like a new area, kind of like Medith was saying last time, but then there will be paid for DLC that will include much larger content updates, which I'm really excited to hear. It's really hard for me as a player of this game to to not be excited with the concept of more content. And people hear the term DLC and like, oh well, the developers just like bilking for money. It's like, have you looked at this game? Have you seen the type of things this game does? Can you really, seeing the type of content already in this game, the level of just, sheer love that this game has kind of shown, can you really look at it and go, yeah, the developer's milking for money? And I think the answer is no. I think anybody who tries to come to that conclusion that the developers are milking out money has just not paid attention. Admittedly, some of my thoughts on that are because I did play Risk of Rain 1. I watched how that game kind of blossomed out. And then, from my understanding, like, the developers made it very clear that in their commenting, my understanding is I was not playing along with early access, even though I did buy the game in early access. But for what I'm seeing, the developers have made it pretty darn clear that they valued having people talking to them and getting feedback, and that was a huge thing. But it also, trying to keep up with that, made it harder for them to really realize their vision. And that's why they want to do one more free content update before they go to DLC to really, like, get out to where that vision is really sitting. You hear a developer say something like that, like, that's an indication the developer really wants to do their best. You know, they made sure the community was involved, they made sure that, people had their words in, and it just meant that they couldn't get to where they wanted to be. Could not get to the vision that they were aiming for. I'm proud of developers like that want to make the game as good as it can possibly be and are upset when they can't quite get to what they were aiming for. Like, that says a lot about a developer. So I'm very excited to hear what can happen. And then what they also said, which also excites me, is that they also mentioned that the content updates that they're probably going to be aiming at are going to be, like, themed updates. So we'll see, like, the Imp update and so on and so forth. And I also find that to be a really cool concept. Because that kind of says, hey, here's an Imp boss, here's an Imp location, here's, you know, here are these other things that we get to see that we maybe have not seen so far. Which, you know, I really like the idea of that. Oh, well. Yeah, I was kind of expecting that to happen. That was a really kind of crappy place to fight, fight 3 different stone giants. Like, I was doing my best to kind of outplay the lasers, but 3 different stone giants up there in that particular location gives you no place to dodge, man. Okay, so we got a tier 2 chest. What do I want out of this? Probably the question mark, honestly. I don't really see much else in there that I'm particularly interested in. Yeah, we're gonna kind of get off the ground. I think that, especially on monsoon runs, especially kind of like single-player runs, that's always gonna be the hardest part, is just getting your run off the ground. But we'll get rolling. Really? Just 2 cents from a wait. Game? Can we try again with that, please? Got anything over here worth talking about? I'm always excited hearing a developer is continuing to work on a game. You know, I understand that it's very hard for a developer to kind of commit to that type of follow-up, because, you know, they're not necessarily making money directly off of it. They're making money off of sales, but when it comes to, like, straight-up, you know, post-launch support, what do you want them to do? Like, everything they do has to make money, and a lot of players are sitting there and they're saying, like, oh, you know, they're charging for DLC, and it's like, come on, what do you expect them to do? You expect them to just sit here and starve to work for free? They do actually have to put some effort in. Now, if it is a game that is, you know, incomplete, now, I've said this before, if it is a game that is actively incomplete, like, the game did not ship with all of its content, that's one thing. And one thing the developers of Risk of Rain 2 have said is that Risk of Rain 2 did not ship with all the content they'd originally planned for it, just to hit deadlines. And that's going to be the content that's going to be included in this, you know, free content update that they're planning, is they're going to be adding in all the stuff that they couldn't get in originally. I think that's fantastic. But kind of once you do that, once you send out the content that, you know, was originally planned, and once the game becomes, you know, effectively feature complete as to what the original plans were, I don't think there's necessarily any reason that a developer should be expected to do should be expected to do free content updates at that point. I mean, your mileage may vary on that. It kind of depends on the game. But I think once you get past, I really do think once you get past feature complete, everything else is it's fine to pay for it. And then it becomes a question of like feature complete in the eyes of the developers or feature complete in the eyes of the players. You know, I know a lot of players were a little bit miffed, I think, is the kind of politest term I can give on this one. A lot of players were miffed that in the newer Pokemon games, in like Sword and Shield, you know, there were all of these Pokemon that didn't make it to the final cut. And then out comes this DLC that includes all these Pokemon. And so they sat there and they were like, wait, what do you mean they're in there now? Like, we have to pay to get them? No, you don't have to pay to get them. You can trade them from other games. We have to pay to catch them in this game. Well, sure. And so players are upset, saying that, you know, hey, this game wasn't feature complete. Whereas I'm sitting here with however many hours I put into Pokemon Sword and Shield. Like the, you know, probably, what, 40, 60 hours I put in before I do speed runs or, you know, Wonder Trade races or anything like that. You know, I ended up putting in all of these hours, and I'm sitting here going, well, yeah, you know, feature complete. Like, there was a lot of stuff in there. Not every single Pokemon was in there, but the game was complete. Like, there was stuff in there. It becomes that question of what does the player see as feature complete, what does the developer see as feature complete? And, you know, in terms of what actually gets into the game, obviously, developer opinion is the one that's gonna, you know, hold muster. You know, you're not trumping that, you know? What developer says goes. Of course, if you don't like it as the consumer, obviously you're not in any way forced to buy it or anything like that. Vote with your wallet. But I think that in some cases it's, you know, I don't know if justified is the word I necessarily use, but in some cases I think it's okay for, you know, a game to not necessarily have Stone Titans in an arena where I literally have no place to run from you if you decide to do laser. Well, oh, that's not quite true. I do have a couple of places I can hide. Okay. I can kill this one first. Okay, got one down. Feeling a little bit better about this. I think that's always probably going to be a thing that a lot of people have trouble with. No. I don't see trouble with letting developers get a little bit of extra money when they actually do extra work. But it has to be extra, you know? It has to be something that's above and beyond what was originally in the game, what was originally planned in the game. And I've seen plenty of games where we didn't get that. What we actually got was, you know, them trying to charge for content that was originally in the game that got cut. And you know what? Cut content, maybe not even a problem. You know what? Maybe I'm giving it a little bit too much of a maybe I'm giving too much of a problem. Can I? Okay, he's dead. Cool. Maybe I'm giving too much of an issue there. Like, it's not even... It's content that should have been in the main game. And so the question becomes, like, where... Like, how do you mark cut content? If it's content that, you know, couldn't make it into the main game because there wasn't enough time, or if you decided that this particular feature was more than you could actually make it into the main game, that may be one thing. That may be a completely separate thing than, you know... I mean, an example I think that comes up from my history on this channel that I can actually think off the top of my head was the, oh, what's the name of this game? Crap. Xbox One title, third-person shooter, a little bit Mega Man, had robots in it, and you were a woman in a desert shooting a gun. The name is currently escaping me, and I'm sure I'll think of it later, and I'll be annoyed that I couldn't think of it now. But there were a bunch of robots in there, and there was obviously a new one, a tank one, that the game had intended to be in there originally. And it wasn't in there. And then, so the question becomes, why is it not in there? We don't know. The problem is they left a lot of other stuff in there that hinted that the tank was there. There were puzzles that could not be completed because this robot was actually just not in the game. And so that becomes cut content that is, this isn't bonus, this is core content. And we know it's core content because we can kind of see that there should have been, you know, this character here, because we can still see all of the content that was related to them. Now, if I remember correctly, when this came to light, they actually released, you know, this character for free. Everybody got it. That was all there was to it. So at the end of the day, you know, they were not particularly scummy about it, but they could have been. If you charge for something like that, Recore, that was the name of the game. If you charge something like that, that's obviously a problem, you know? That is the biggest problem. That's the scummy way of doing things. Thankfully, they, what I recall, they didn't charge. Like, I've seen companies try to do that nonsense, and that's the scummy nonsense. You know, it also comes to another question, fairly consistently with games, is just like, when the developer says, hey, we're thinking about doing this thing, I guess the other question is like, how much should we expect them to kind of sit on that and just say, yes, you know, we mentioned it, it's happening? There's been plenty of games that announced a feature or something like that, that for various reasons, that feature just couldn't actually come to fruition. It couldn't actually be made. You know, it would take too much development time. There wasn't enough space in the disc. The game literally just can't do it because the system does not have the ability. You know, your mileage may vary on how it comes around. Well, Wee's gonna be one healthy huntress. But you know, that sort of thing does end up happening. The question is, you know, how much do you get upset about it? I don't know. I'm a different type of player when it comes to this sort of thing, and not saying I'm different as in like it doesn't annoy me. Different as in like I'm generally cool with whatever content does make it in there. But I know there are plenty of players who are, you know, like, wait, you know, this such and such a thing did not make it into the base game. What the hell do you mean? You said it would. You had, you know, talked about this a lot. And I am very upset that this thing is not actually in this game that I spent X amount of money for. Enemies? Need some enemies? Could use a few. Please and thank you. One or more enemies. Let's go. Come on, I got stuff to do. Thank you. That should be enough. Thank you. Hey, more crit classes. Well, actually, just some crit classes. We had some on the last run, not on this one. Now we actually have some. Excellent. Kind of amazed that didn't actually hit the stone giant as well. Definitely feels that stone giant should have been hit by that ult. We got here is 3D printer for sticky bombs, which is interesting. Not really something I care about right now. And our active item is disposable missile launcher, which is also good. Okay. What do we have in this shop? I see the only thing I care about right there. Nothing else in there is going to get my money. Opu feather, so I have a little bit more mobility now. Let's see. Turret active. We're almost done with this floor. Okay. I kind of feel as if we didn't get quite as much as I might have wanted, necessarily. enemy over here? There is. The item over here now. I mean, we've got some stuff. I'm feeling pretty solid about our loadout. On. Okay, one item. I definitely would not mind seeing a little bit more, maybe attack speed. Now 130 something. And we've all seen what my luck can be like with these, so I don't, not particularly hopeful that I'll be able to get this on the next try. Yeah, I'm just gonna abandon that one. It's not worth it at this point. There is another Shrine of Chance over here. Yeah, we're going to be getting out of here pretty darn soon, though. Definitely feels interesting when you see, like, what do I consider is good in a run that's kind of risk rain normal when command is off, and then where do I, you know, like, what do I consider to be good in a command run? You end up having this very different feel between the two runs. One, it's what is the quality of my colors in a command run? Like, what colors did I get? And did I get enough whites to give me my baseline? Did I get enough greens to get the abilities that I was looking for? And then in, come on. Am I willing to sit here anymore? I don't think I am. I think it's time to go. Where was the teleporter? I'm so tempted to pop something into that right now. There it is. I might go for those shrines again after after we finish this fight here. Oh, good. Nope, that sucked. Well, that sucks even more. Those are worse than the freaking boss. Nope, couldn't get the ult off. Man. Okay, I'm gonna go do a command. Like, there was nothing wrong with that run. You know what? This is what we're gonna do. And, class, swarms, sacrifice. This should be fun. I have absolutely no health, so if anything hits me, I am very dead. I should probably not be running with the main attack I have, because it's very slow. But makes it more likely I'm flat just gonna die from using this attack. Oh, I want this. So I'll be able to watch my back in the future. Could have been bad if that wisp had actually hit me. Could have been all kinds of not good. Okay, what do we got? We got 2 stone titans. Well, I don't even know what hit me. That camera was terrible. Okay, I'm gonna turn off glass. Turn off glass. That camera was terrible. I could not see a damn thing. Let's find our exit. So, I don't mind trying this. This should be a kind of a fun change of pace from our normal. So Artifact of Sacrifice, meaning enemies drop items, but Artifact of, and Artifact of Swarms means we have double the normal bosses, but I don't get normal, item spawns. Oh, crap, oh, crap, oh, crap, oh, crap, oh, crap. God, that sucks so much when that sort of thing happens. Okay, and I don't know what hit me. Might have been a fist. Also, I'm gonna try that thing that Medif was talking about. Where is, Artifact of Honor. Let's try that. I don't know what hit me. Okay, we got a bunch of enemies. Interesting. Nope, that didn't hit him at all. Okay, never mind. I thought that hit this guy, and I was about to be very surprised that it hit him. So we're going to be seeing a shit ton of elites. Elites hit a lot harder than normal. So this is not something that's going to make my life easier by any stretch of the imagination. But elites also, according to Medif, now I don't know how true this is, elites also have a higher chance of dropping an item. Their mileage may vary on how useful that is. Problem is, bosses are also able to be elites. Ah, that sucked. The only items we've seen so far are lunar points. So that turret's gonna stay alive, which is great. Where is... Okay. Where is my boss? Back here? Also, I've also heard a lot of people going, like... People have gone off on pre-orders for a long time. People have gone off on, like... Not just pre-orders, but also, like, collector's editions, too. And as a person who just, like, put a pre-order in for a collector's edition, it just feels kind of weird, but, like... Really? You're taking this stance against collector's editions now? Do you not like getting fun, cool? Like, you don't have to pre-order the collector's edition. You don't have to get it. You can get something else. Like, once upon a time, in the now distant past, it was important to pre-order stuff. Not important anymore, but once upon a time, it was important because, you know, there were a limited amount of games that actually got sent to your store. Developers were not willing to make a shit ton of copies of a game that they had no idea if it was going to sell. And, you know, gaming was not as big back then as it is today. Back then, there was no guarantee that your game was going to sell, that you would sell even a single copy. I mean, it's what indie developers deal with nowadays, but, you know, back in the day, that was a constant thing that the, you know, developers had to worry about. Is it up top? Like, I've been running around this level. Difficulty is moving up, you know, and I cannot find the exit. It's gotta be up top, and it's really annoying that it's up there if it is. I also haven't seen a single... There we go. First item I've actually seen drop so far. Oh, good. So now items are dropping. Oh. Good golly. Wow! Okay. I just could not get away. Like, and this and go. Like, I jumped back and out, and there was no getting away from that, apparently. Like, I was not allowed to leave. Also, where the hell was my boss? Yeah, back in the day, like, developers did not have any guarantee that their game would actually sell a copy or anything like that. So they wouldn't want to, you know, put copies, or make copies. Crap. They would not want to make copies for no reason, so they just wouldn't. Like, you would not get any copies of your game. And this is something I had happen on multiple occasions at GameStop when I used to work there. Is that, you know, there was no copies of just a given game that came out. And it was a game that turned out to have, you know, plenty of people. Like, Nintendo was constant on this. It's a constant issue with them. But, like, they would put out a Fire Emblem or something like that. A game that, you know, if you had any idea, and I'm not allowed to leave. I hit the button. You can see that it went on cooldown, but I wasn't allowed to actually leave. So where the hell is my teleporter? Oh, good. I'm gonna get hit immediately. Great. But you know, they'd have a game like Fire Emblem, a game that is known to be a game that people are going to want to play. Like, we know that it's going to be a game people are going to play. And they'd send us, like, 6 copies. And so, you know, back in the day, that was the norm. Now, not really. Like, if it's a very, like, niche title or an indie title or something like that, you might have that. But, you know, back in the day, that was a thing that used to happen all the time. So you had to pre-order in order to make sure you get a copy. Like, if you wanted something like Risk of Rain, even nowadays, you want Risk of Rain on disc, you know, hey, you better pre-order, because there will not be a copy. They're not making one. I don't think they do it as much nowadays, but back in the day, when this was a, when this was more of a concern, back in the day, they actually used the total pre-orders to decide how many copies they would make in the first place. As I said, nowadays, a little bit less of a thing you have to worry about. You know, nowadays they have a tendency to make, you know, a bazillion copies, and if the game doesn't sell, cool, just put it somewhere. We don't care what you do with it. Just put it somewhere, and we don't want to see it again. Ow. Oh, this is bad. Okay, what am I dealing with? Overloading Wandering Vagrant. That's bad. Kill that one first. I don't know, this might have been a poor idea to, yeah. We're gonna take off Elite. It's just, yes, higher chance to get drops, but we're just not getting any drops in the first place. And, it's just making this that much harder. You know, they make games to suit how many pre-orders they had. So if you didn't pre-order, you just weren't getting a copy, or you'd have to get there very early. And I've been that person who had a game that I wanted that I didn't know about. Like, I only learned about it late. But because I didn't pre-order, just no copy for me. And it sucks to be that guy. It really does. Especially when it's a game you're super interested in that you only just heard about. And then if you're a collector like I am, you're the type of person who, like, I love collector's editions. I love getting them. If you don't pre-order, chances are you're not getting one. I've seen exceptions, like Ni no Kuni. Ni no Kuni 2 was an exception. I would love to get a copy of Ni no Kuni 1, the collector, especially the Japanese collector edition that came with the actual physical book from inside the game. That'd be awesome. But like Ni no Kuni, that collector edition, I saw tons of them on shelves. They expected that game to do significantly better than it eventually did, which kind of sucks. Excuse me. Man, it will only give me Stone Titans. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Yep. You can see once again, my ult went on cooldown, but I wasn't able to get away from it. These the stone titans and the stone giants, like, they're just wrecking me. It is consistently them that's killing me. I'm kind of upset about it. Because we're also not getting any other bosses. It's just like, it's just them. Give me a beetle queen. I could deal with a beetle queen. But also, if you kind of add to that the fact that I'm also not getting any drops at all. Like, we're not seeing any items drop. We're averaging 1. We should be seeing more as kind of the timer continues to tick on. You know, as the, I'll wait for a second just so I have 1 or 2 of these with me. You know, we'll get more items as the teleporter event progresses. But we should, you know, we are actually legitimately not seeing items drop for the most part. I don't know what the % chance on sacrifice of items dropping is. Evidently not high. And I'm sure that if we actually kind of get the ball rolling, there's the beetle queen. If we get the ball rolling, we'll be fine. Like, if we actually start, like, getting a run that we can roll with. Oh, come on! See, items finally dropped. Like, we actually finally saw them. Okay, I'm gonna go back to that, I think. We were doing okay there. That was fine. I just got smacked in the face by the Beetle Queen's one and only attack that actually does anything. Anything else? Anybody else? Oh, yeah, you spawned right behind me just as I drop out of that, huh? Oh, now you want to be nice. Fine. I love me a collector's edition, and it used to be back in the day I would spend a lot of my money on collector's editions. That was kind of an always thing for me. Like, does a game have a collector's edition? Cool, I'll order it. I don't buy as many games nowadays as I used to, though, so it's a little bit less common for me now than it used to be. There will still be games, and usually what will happen is, if it is a game I'm ordering, as a general rule, I will buy the collector's edition. As I said, that's kind of more of a general rule, just because it's something I really enjoy. I like having it. Some collector's editions, I like having them, and that's about it. It's just kind of a, cool, look, I have this thing on my shelf. Some of them will actually have a thing that I might use on a regular basis. Example of that is like, The Sims, I think it was The Sims 3, came with a USB drive in the shape of a plumb bob. And that was just, okay. Wow. Just getting wrecked. The Sims 3 came with a USB in the shape of a plumb bob, and not only was that kind of a cool thing, but back then, USB sticks were, they were fairly expensive. Having one was kind of a nice thing to have. You needed one constantly. I was a student at the time. So all of that kind of ended up making the situation where having this USB was pretty darn useful. It was nice to have. Kind of get this just as a nice thing to have today. Oh, nah, you're not good enough at this to actually try this nonsense. You know what? You're right. Oh, there it is. I just need to get hit less, is really the thing here. Okay, now they're not all on top of each other. That actually gives me a better chance at actually surviving. Okay, one down. Would love for enemies to stop spawning right on top of me. Okay. Make sure we are easily safe from that attack. See, this arena actually had a place for me to freaking stay as a way to not be hit by this. Okay. And now I can get my items. Not that I got a ton of them, but I got probably enough to kind of get me through the next stage or so. Okay. And the big thing I got, which is really important, is I got the leeching seed and the leech. Those are the two major things. Attack speed up, cool. But items that allow me to actually attack faster and get health back, that's going to be kind of a major thing for me now. Movement speed up is always going to be good. Okay, we have the exit. Let's go ahead and hit the button and start working our way out. Hopefully get a good number of items from this. Okay, no. Okay, I hear items dropping. That's a sound I like. That's a sound I don't. Oh, God. Nope. Damn. I was trying so hard, I almost got out of it. Like, I was almost out of that. Saddening. I think what I might do, if we can't succeed here, what I might do is I might change it so that way I'm using the, okay. I might change it so I'm using the triple dash instead. Because I'm not going to really need to move around the environment much. I need to move around the arena a little bit more. And being able to do that is probably going to be huge. Okay, what do we got? That's annoying that it coasted to the right there. Makes it a lot harder for me to kill it. Oh, God. Well, I'm very dead. Yep. God, the fact that it coasted to the right, like, it did not allow me to even hit it. That's so irritating. It literally got in a place where I could not hit it. It was almost dead. I had to back up even more, and then just all the wisps. Then just all of the wisps. Which, you know what? Yes, my fault, but still, I'm irritated. And again, a lot of this is my fault. Like, don't take this as the game sucking or anything like that. This is just me not playing well for the most part. There's just some things that I'm irritated on, and that, like, an arena will not have a good spot for me to hide or something like that. And this is partly procedural generation, partly I need to get good. Here, my teleporter up top. Must be all the way up top. Really weird. It's a weird place for it to spawn. Oh, there it is. I see it. Alright, you're having so much trouble. Why do you keep on hitting the shrine of the mountain? Well, you see, if I can actually succeed in winning these fights, I will get a shit ton of items, which will make future fights a lot easier to win. Wisps. Okay, who are my bosses? Stone Titans, okay. Oh god, we're having another issue where I don't have a ton of places to dodge these guys. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Realize that that particular enemy was currently aiming a laser at me. Wish I could get that. We're just gonna kind of wait right over here. No! I couldn't dash. I couldn't dash. I tried to press the button to dash, and I just couldn't get it off. That was the last boss, too. I mean, the answer really is get good. It really is. Oh, hell yes. Yeah. Okay, we have got to survive this one. That just doesn't happen, you know? Like, I'm gonna get carried. I'm gonna be so upset that this was a carry as opposed to, you know, me actually having the skills myself to get this done. Okay, come on. Where's my exit? Where's my teleporter? There it is. All the way around the corner. Here, an items drop. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be entirely based on the fact that I did get that item drop, but damn, let's go for it. Hey, who'da thunk? It's these assholes again. Excuse me. Okay. Lots of dead enemies. Whew. Gave me a lot of good items here. Hopefully the hits just keep coming. You know? Hopefully this continues. Long as I can kill, like, the ground-based enemies, like all the ads, we should have enough psychic daggers to just kill everything else. Okay, I have about a 5% chance of crit now. I need as much as I can get. Just wanted to mostly let it finish just to make sure that if there was maybe another item drop, I would get it. See, now we actually have items leaving this level. You think about, like, out of the previous, some of the previous levels, like, some of the previous attempts, even. I didn't have a quarter of this. Yep, I know. I'm risking it all. I don't even know if it's worth it, honestly, to do the Shrine of the Mountain on a sacrifice run. There it is. Okay, and the enemy is... Okay. Okay, so the biggest threat we have going on right now is probably the Beetle Queen, obviously. That being said, the second biggest threat is the guards. Did that get rid of one? I don't think it did. Oh, that's what the last one is. Okay. Okay, we're getting plenty of items here. Teleporter event is over. Let's go ahead and get some stuff. I think we need one of those. Pick that up. Okay, got that. I need another one of those. About 40% crit right now, which is nothing to sneeze at. What do you... I think we go ahead and we pick up a Kyaro's band now, and we move on. Okay, so, about 40% crit. Good attack speed. We have a ring. Well, we have both rings. We have one of each ring. Yeah, I know where I am. Okay. So if this exists, not doing it, but it exists. This. Oh, hello. Okay, I need a set of missiles. That's going to be important for my next green. I need more scythes. I really do. Who's my boss? Embo Overlords. Cool. Okay, is that both Imp Overlords dead? Looks like. Cool. Okay. Another one? Another sequencing shrine. Interesting. Cool. I like that. Do I see anything else? I mean, I'm probably not going to be able to afford the Mega Drone at this point, so I'm not really worried about that. Not quite what I was looking for. 75% chance of crit. Basically, I'm thinking that we probably go straight to Myth and try to take him out. I don't know though. This floor I might want to stick around on to get the other red. Let's go see how much it is before I kind of think about committing to that. Oh, that's irritating. Okay. I always get lost on this map. Trying to find out where the gold is. It's over here. 1982. Okay. There is another stone giant somewhere. There he is. Someone dropped something. Okay, so I have... Let's see, I'm thinking that's the choice here. The thing that allows me to get rid of a whole host of enemies very quickly. Okay, the iron giant. Yeah, that guy. Okay, the stone giant got me something. 70, 85, 95% crit. Then we can probably stop getting crit classes because I'm very likely to get I'm gonna get more harvester size before we're done. Our movement speed. We're gonna pop one of these and no more. Cool. That'll give me my money. No, it won't, because I just bought a missile drone. That being said, I can probably just hit the boss and go from there. Realized we had some pretty decent drones hanging about. You know what? I could probably just hit the teleporter. Okay. Get bleed. Shatter spleen. Okay. Feel a little bit better about where we are. Actually, you know what? I know it seems kind of weird that I'm going to go run and do this, but what I'm thinking, as I, once again, completely and totally get lost on this level and fail to realize where I am, is that I kind of want enemy... Oh, no, I can't. Right, because we're in the middle of the teleporter event. God, I do that on a regular basis, too. But I want enemies to spawn. I want more enemies. I want to say that Shatter Spleen also comes with a chance of crit. So I think we're at 100% crit now. Another active item. Not exciting, but it's not a bad thing to have. I think I'm going to stick with my missiles, though. I heard a drop. There's a drop. Okay, let's grab Sticky Bomb. Okay. Oh, did it again. Thinking want Aegis. Here's the question. Do I loop? That's where this question is now. You know, given how, given where we are at, do I loop or do we go for the clear? Do I have an obvious teleporter? Doesn't look like it. Kind of want to get rid of this boss before I do anything else. Someone dropped an item. Someone else dropped an item. It's a hard choice, actually. I don't know if I kinda want to, Well, you know what? I do have an artifact still, right? I still have an artifact I need to get. I think that's the plan. I think is what we're gonna go and we're gonna hit this, but we're gonna get the artifact. And that's going to necessitate a loop, but it's also one of the last artifacts I have. Okay, so we attack extremely quickly. Let's go ahead and grab that. Especially given that I'm going for a loop. So I'll just grab one of those, because I'm going to have bleeds. Now, the big question is going to end up becoming, like, what... So we're going to be going for Metamorphosis, which is going to be turning me into a completely different character. So one of the questions is, what character am I going to become? Hopefully, I mean, honestly, this build works for most characters, but hopefully the character I become is going to be a character that, you know, can use this build. What do I want? I want more bleed. Okay. Okay, you're gonna have to forgive me for a second. I'll be right back, because I have to go get the notes. Okay, I return. So this should be the second to last artifact we need. There's one more. I kind of know where it is, but at the same time, I don't really know where it is. And it's not something you can get from inside of a run, unfortunately. Okay, so here's the question. Who do I become on Artifact of Metamorphosis? So Metamorphosis causes you to just randomly transform at the start of your run to just someone else. And apparently it does the same thing when you're actually in here. So I shouldn't be in here as the Huntress. I should be in here as someone else. I am in here as the Commando. Interesting. Okay. Well, this very much changes what my plans were going to be. Because what I was thinking is that I was going to go to a lunar shop in an upcoming floor, pick up, you know, some beads, and, okay. Pick up some beads, and then immediately go and exit. But that's a little bit less... Oh, okay. Cool. Thank you, game. That's a little bit less of a thing I want to consider now. Now I'm thinking about looping. Like, repeatedly. I'm having a hard time making these jumps. There. There's a drone back here. Not really what I was aiming for, though. Trying to see if there was a artifact key up there. Well. Oh dear. Okay, there's the key. Got our health back. That's fine. Really need a Hopu feather. Hell away from me. The other one. Okay, what did you drop? You dropped... let's grab one of those. Let's grab the item. Okay. Excellent. So that'll get us the next artifact. That grabs us Artifact of Metamorphosis, which is just another one that we had to pick up. Like, it was... That one just took us forever to get, I guess. There was a green item over here that I had to go pick up. Looks like there's another one up here. I think one of the first things I'm going to be picking up off of these green items, given my difficulty getting around as the commando. I know I never seem to get it, but I think a Hopu feather or two is going to be just what the doctor ordered. Yeah, I think we're good there. Okay, let's go ahead and head on out. Okay, so this is basically turning into my 20 run. We're definitely powerful enough, I think. Now it's going to be a question of, can I survive it? We're definitely fast. I want to become faster just so I can find stuff faster. Okay. There's that. We do have 2 bosses that I want to get rid of before we actually start the fight, just so I don't have to deal with them. They are now dealt with. Ow. Let's see. Let's grab another one of those. That's 5. Okay. Okay, we're gonna wait on picking up items until after it is safe, until after enemies are dead. I say that, it is so tempting for me to just pick up an item right now. Good item drop rate. Okay, 52%. Unfortunately, we cannot pick up the item that makes us charge faster. And no items over here, just wanted to check. Okay, I think it's safe enough for me to pick up a couple of items. Let's see, 6. One of these. Let's see. What do I want right now? I'm thinking that we want another ukulele. I want like 3 or 4 of them before we're done. Okay, so that's all my tri-tip daggers. I think I want another topaz brooch just in case Aegis doesn't level up fast enough. Item over here I missed? No. Okay, cool. But now we're sprinting to 20. Sprinting as fast as we can go. I don't think I even used my active item during that fight. I probably should have. I need to get some extra charges for it, because this item is actually pretty reasonable. Make sure that bosses do not exist. I do not want them attacking me when I'm fighting all of the other bosses I'm going to be fighting. Is the exit not? There it is. Okay. Item drops? Item drops? No. One down. Excellent. I see a boss item, too. That's also amazing. That boss item is absolutely going to become, well, actually, that's a question. What do I want it to become? Like, Titanic Knurl immediately comes to mind. So that's kind of an automatic thing, just like, hey, let's get Titanic Knurl. But yeah, you know, Titanic Knurl's probably the best choice, honestly. I want to get 10 harvester sides. Once I get 10, we're going to be moving on. 10 sticky bombs as well. Let's get the extra damage out because of the sheer, like, the stupidity on how fast we attack. Like, we attack really stupid. Okay, as usual, I want to get rid of my bosses before we move into the actual teleporter event. That being said, let's figure out where my bosses are. I keep on thinking I'm hearing items dropping, and apparently I'm not, but it sounds like I am. There's my teleporter. I'm presuming the other boss died. Based entirely on the fact that I don't see it, so I'm assuming it died. Okay, I think at this point, a Queen's Gland's gonna be good. I want to see some old guillotines. Because we're gonna be seeing a ton of enemies packing heat. And I want them to die a lot faster. So we have 3 beetle guards right now. I don't know why we have 3 of them. Another red item. Or was that orange? That's orange. Okay. I was gonna be super excited for a second there. Celestial portal appears. I'm tempted I really am. You know, one thing I want to check on is if there's anything else in the Celestial Portal. Like items or anything like that. I also know for... Ah! That's also something I was looking for. I want the environmental logs for all of the areas. And that was one I had been missing. Now, I do not really intend to obliterate. I'm hoping we have an option that allows us to avoid obliterating. To be 100% honest with you, I don't know if we have an option to avoid obliterating. I don't know if we can actually move on. Am I allowed to leave? Ah. Oh, no, there's an exit. Okay. Obliterate would have gotten me my skin. I have to sit here and kind of acknowledge that fact that I could have just... Oh, crap. I could have just obliterated and I would have gotten a skin for it. Oh, hell yes. Give me my antlers. Oh my god. Okay. You jerk. Dead? Okay. Getting a shit ton of tougher times out. That is thrown. Honestly, these should all be going towards keys, honestly. If I'm actually gonna do this right, like, oh my god. We're getting at least 10 guillotines. Imp. God, the game is still catching up on the items I just purchased. Okay, we'll keep an eye out for new equipment. But now we have a drone that shoots missiles. Always exciting. Ah, it's a scavenger. Okay. Might have to go deal with that scavenger. Just so it doesn't cause me a problem in the future. Yeah, that scavenger's kind of promising me issues, isn't it? Where are you? You don't give me anything, but you do make me come deal with you. It's rude. And again, maybe not as rude as some of the stuff I'm doing. Like destroying nests and all the other crap I'm up to. Where are they? I figure out where these enemies are. We're just gonna stack up so much damage on these guys. Okay, what do I want off of this? I really just want, I want a Jade Elephant at this point. Okay, what do we want? We really want this. Because now I just shoot tons and tons and tons of projectiles. Enemies die on a fairly constant basis. And what do I want right now? I want the exit. Where's the exit, man? Have I seen it? Like, I feel like the answer to that question is no. No, I have not. No. 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 Another one down there, but I can't be bothered. Oh, Beetle Guard just got taken out. Not gonna lie, would not mind getting the Hard Light Afterburner at this point. I don't want to deal with you. Deal with them now so I don't have to deal with them later. Where's the teleporter? Down here? No. Oh, there it is. Okay. So we are just shooting out all kinds of projectiles on kind of a constant basis. What is this? Oh, missile drone. Okay. Also, a Tesla coil would not go unamiss on this build. unamiss? Would not go amiss. That's a red. Holy shit. Well. From my lips to their ears, apparently. Yay. There's something I was thinking about. What was that? What was something I need? I need to grab one of these. I don't have that. I also need to start grabbing fuel cells. Or grabbing fuel cells just so I can have the elephant up more often. If I had the item unlocked and also if we were going for it, we'd start looking at doing the, you know, that blue item, for an exit here. We'd be looking for the blue item, the lunar item that lowers lowers the respawn timer on active items and also uses it automatically. So that would be nice, but I don't really have access to that because we can't use those items during this run. So instead, we're just going to grab a shit ton of fuel cells, and my fuel cells will basically do the same thing for me. It'll lower my cooldown. I'll have to use it manually instead of it being automatic, so, you know, there's that. Oh god, I have to start worrying about these guys now. Okay, so we're looking for the exit. We're also... Hello. Part of us is also... I'm also on the lookout for item drops. And also on the lookout for the rusty lockbox. There it is. Tons of enemies just spawn. Let's just go ahead and immediately pop the elephant. Can't tell. It looks like those guys have died. I already have one of these, right? Yeah. Let's see how many of these we can get. I mean, we're gonna need an awful lot of them for it to really make much of a difference, but given how many item drops we tend to get here, case in point. Okay, if I don't hit this, we will never, ever leave this place. That's an active item. Okay. I mean, I just killed, like, several of you. Yeah, so I'm running around a lot. Let's grab another one of these. Grab another one of these. Fortunately, my drones are going to cease being a thing that really exists soon. they're just gonna die way too fast. Not that that's truly a terrible thing or anything like that. We don't really need the drones as much. They're nice to have, though, because they keep attacks off of me. I just have to remember to actively be pressing that button. I mean, let's do that. Do a couple of those. Hit the loop button. Some of our drones are actively staying with us, and that's exciting. All of this because we got that sacrificial dagger. That gave us the one thing we needed. Now, the one thing we needed, admittedly, was a red to get me, you know, to get me going, but... Not gonna pretend like that's not a thing. You wanna give me a red? Give me a lot of greens. Okay. Get some of that going. Admittedly, I need to probably get some more of these going. Eight. Rusty keys do we have? We have a fair amount. There's my exit. Oh, a little bit of lag. Apparently there's a scavenger on the map somewhere. You know what? I don't know where he is, and as long as it doesn't bother me, I don't want to know where he is. The second he comes to cause problems for me, though, I'm going to want to know where he is, and we're going to cause problems for him. I think once we get up to, what, 30 keys, we can call it good? Start focusing on something else. That's an active item. Don't really need that. We're a little bit beyond me being in the teleporter zone mattering all that much. I guess I just want to start building more health. There's a safety thing. Ah, there's not in there. Shame. I mean, we have some solid stuff going on here. Actually, you know what? I need? I need more sprinting speed. I think normal movement speed is probably just fine at this point, but I think sprinting speed is something I really want to get upgraded. Hey, scavenger, what did you have? I'm definitely okay with all the white items because those just immediately become shield generators. And we're gonna keep on stacking guillotines for a bit. I don't know where these enemies are, but I'll find out. So every shield I get not only gives me just a shield in general, it also is more shield that my Aegis can be. So it gives me just even more of this amazing health stacking. Unfortunately, this jerk will not give me any more items. But I just don't want him to, well, exist. I haven't actually seen a lockbox yet. Hasn't actually been something we've seen spawn yet. So because I'm siphoning health from my beetles, they are actively attacking me. It's kind of silly, especially because they can't actually do damage to me. This is where things could get scary. Malachite, definitely a scary thing. Malachite potentially is instant kill on me. Okay, so let's see. So we know that there's a broken missile drone. Do we know of any other... There's the lockbox. Okay. And we're going to start doing the same thing with Tougher Times now in white. Guillotine at 21. Perfect. Start adding up Razor Wire. Tougher Times going to go up to 20 as well. That's going to give us roughly like an 80% chance to just not be hit by a attack. Okay, well, that's fine. Not really what I intended to pick up, but that's fine. Now let's go ahead and see what tier item we get with as many keys as we have. That's what I thought. Okay, so what we're going to do is... I'm going to pick up Shattering Justice, mostly because I don't have it yet, actually. It's one of the few items I don't have right now. But I do need to pick up... There's a couple reds that I've never picked up before, so I need to pick them up for log completion. You. And you got some health on you. Got another Celestial Orb. Probably going to jump in there again, mostly for the sake of getting a log again, to see if it'll get me more pieces of the log. Not 100% sure how the logs work. What's this one based on? That's based on a bison, okay. Holy crap, you have health. Let's see. razor wire. I am legitimately more concerned about the walkers than anything else that can spawn. Like, the walkers concern more than anything, because they just instant kill you. Like, they don't care. They don't care how much health you have, or like that. They're just like, nah, you're dead, bro. Okay, what else can I get that would be really helpful? I think probably some armor-piercing rounds would not go amiss. Probably should pick up, like, an extra couple of movement speed upgrades. I think I'm actually going to pick up another Hoku Feather. You know something I don't have that I only just realized? I don't have a, I don't have a will-o-wisp. I'll pick that up. I also should probably get a couple more ukuleles just so I can extend the effect. I just missed it. It's gonna reset me back to the beginning. After we fall a really long ways. Okay, that's fine. If I had done my slide starting here, it would have been fine. But the burst in midair is kind of lackluster. Okay, so it wants me to at least touch this, and then this spawns. That's sneaky, game. That's very sneaky. Not showing the option to just freaking leave. Okay, so am I buying it or am I fighting for it? Where am I doing? We are buying it this time. Okay. Love how long it takes for that guy to die. Oh, man. Oh, look at all the imps. Oh, frame rates. Oh, no. Got a blue orb. That's interesting. First time we've seen one of those spawn on this game. Scary. I'm gonna rake my bullets across that point because we do not want to deal with that. Hello, friend. Not who I'm looking for. I want my scavenger. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take the Soulbound Catalyst. Reduces equipment cooldowns. So each kill makes my equipment cooldown go down. Not that that's an incredibly important thing. Oh, okay, that's fine. That was a sudden spawn. Let's go ahead and make sure... I don't have 10 of these yet. I really would like to see... my little friend, my scavenger. If I had gotten caught there and unable to leave, I would have been so upset. So you can just see how my my equipment item just becomes immediately available again because of how fast we're killing enemies. Where is this guy? Amazing is that some of these enemies we do damage to so fast they never get a chance to respond. And some of these enemies we have to fight for a bit before they actually fall down. Where is he? I mean, we know he's somewhere on the map. Oh, well. Oh, hey, that's a thing. We have also never picked up brain stalks. Glad I fell down. I never would have seen that. Yeah. Here, maybe? Well, I don't know where he is. He's hiding because he knows terrible things will happen to him if he does show his face. So I can't exactly blame him for not showing up. So I guess we'll go ahead and head out for the exit. Lots of stuff just spawned and instantly died. Wow, that's an interesting thing. Like, that was instantaneous deaths of multiple bosses. That's, boy, howdy, that was the thing that happened. Oh, shit. These are the ones I'd be scared of. I love how this is very much like a type of run where it's like, well, you know, shit's just gonna die, so I'm just gonna run around and grab items. Also, it's very much cracking me up how much shield health I have versus actual legitimate health. Like, legitimately, I don't actually have that much real health. If you actually look in there. Let's go ahead and do a ukulele. Okay. Another place that we have not gotten a log for. We have not gotten a log of Acrid's prison. Think about this earlier when we got the log for the a moment shattered or whatever it's called. But we've not gotten a log for Acrid's prison. So I think we should fix that. This could be a very bad idea. But, I mean, we have power, so... Keeping this elephant active. Unfortunately, I do have to be in the cell in order to actually end this event. Otherwise, I'd be exploring around a lot more. You best believe, if I had the option, I would be getting rid of these guys. Yeah, the beetle guards. I don't feel that they're actually doing anything for me anymore. Okay, it's over there. Wow, this is how far away some of our attacks were landing. I mean, this is a kind of a considerable distance, if you think about it, from where we actually were inside of that little cell. I love that we can just hear tougher time. Like, watch how fast the beetle guards are dying. And then think about the fact that we are taking effectively 0 damage. Okay, that was really fast. We lost health really fast. That's Malachite. Malachite being scary as hell. Trying to make sure that I always have Elephant up. This could go seriously not good if Elephant ever goes down for an extended length of time. It's keeping me alive. Let's not joke. Okay, let's see. So I got a white item in here. Let's be fair, most of what we're looking for here, we're looking to see if we get a red item. But I'm not one to, look items in the mouth. Oh, I see a red item up there. The next question is, what is going to kill us? Because we're going to be seeing up to 4 enemy types in here. Okay, what do we not have yet? We have never picked up 57 leaf clover. And that's actually going to be kind of an interesting pickup, too. because that's going to make it so anytime one of my effects, Wandering Vagrants, holy crap, we have a boss that's going to be spawning constantly now. Oh, that's a scary thought. I did not know that you could get bosses to spawn as an enemy in this event. So every time one of the effects fails to activate, so we're very much talking about, like, missiles, we're talking about ukuleles, something like that. Anytime it fails to activate, the 57-leaf clover gives another chance for activating. It gives you a second reroll. So it's still just like a 10% chance, or whatever the baseline chance is, but it's still another chance. It's an incredible item for the builds that I typically make. As you can see, we're just we're just hauling off and just killing stuff here. Okay, I think I want some more will-o-wisps. I want some more repulsion plates. That one up? No. Kind of amazed that that's right there. Those are orange tier items. Not incredibly exciting. I think we're gonna go ahead and grab ourselves a rose buckler now. And I think rose bucklers, with a lot of the other stuff that we have right now, should really easily help us block a lot of incoming damage. All, probably not. Tons, yes. Okay. Okay, so now all of our enemies have shield generators. Terrifying thoughts. I saw that, Malachite. Get out of here with that. So what I want to know is which character is getting the credit for what we're doing today. I'm a little bit of trouble telling how far my my cell actually extends. Lovely. And remember that I will get a major reward for this. I do get at least one red item for doing this event. That's a pretty solid thing. I love this area. This area is a fantastic area. I wish these two would stop talking. I mean, yes, I get it. You're having some trouble because you're, you know... No, we don't have stun grenades. Oh, well, we don't have enough stun grenades. Let's get some more stun grenades. It's like, yes, I know you're taking damage. There's not really much I can do. You could stop following me. Like, that is a thing you could do. You could just stop following me for a while. And that will help solve the problem. Oh, okay. Now we have Elder Lemurians that are spawning. Whoa, okay, the game is having a hard time keeping track of everything we are doing. Or it's my computer. Your mileage may vary. I'm just making a point of keeping the elephant up. That way, stuff like that won't kill me. I don't know why I have 3 beetle guards, though. Kind of a weird thing. Okay, what did it give us? Gave us a green. Not quite what we're looking for right now, but you know what? Sure. I think after about 20 or so of these things, it's not worth doing anymore. After about 10 ukuleles, it's not worth doing ukuleles anymore. As much as I hate to say that, because I love ukulele as an item. But there is actually a cap. Each additional ukulele that you pick up actually just increases the range that the bounces can do. Simply increases the range of the bounces of the lightning. Doesn't really do much for us, unfortunately, at a certain point, because you end up, you're hitting every enemy that can get hit. You can't go any further than that. Let's see. Where are we on these? 12. I forget what the maximum effective amount of those are. Same thing applies to, what's it called? To razor wire here. Razor wire just extends the effect, deals, you know, when you take a hit, it deals damage to nearby enemies. This kind of extends that effect. Ooh, Unal's banned into the cell. That's a kind of a scary thought. Whoa! Hello, frame rate, my old friend. Game looking a little bit framey. It's having some trouble with all of these things I'm killing. Our enemies are getting a lot of effects, don't get me wrong, but, not that much. There's these initial bursts when they first spawn in that are kind of scary. Oh, I forget. Okay, it gives me a green. I'm getting close to the point where I'm gonna stop. I might stop picking up items soon. I mean, we can always pick up boss-killing things. I can always pick up more movement. Still kind of on the lookout for, on the lookout for the environmental log for this place. On the lookout for reds. Ah, elder wisps. Our next enemy type. I love that they have trouble actually getting over to where I am. Like, they spawn elsewhere, and they have to try to get over here, and it's just not happening. And they all just vanish. They evaporate. Gave me another green. I mean, Hopu feathers, we have some, but we're starting to reach a point where, you know, Hopu feathers are just not going to matter much anymore. Yeah, well. Where is the next one? Over here, okay. I think even though the rewards are good for this, I think there's a reason why we don't do them. Because this takes so long. Even with the level of, like, damage that I put out, it takes so long to kill this shit. I think that's, I mean, is it worth a red to spend an extra, like, 15 minutes inside of this zone? I don't know. You're halfway on your next loop by then. I mean, for safety, I might as well grab a bunch of these. I am kind of curious if one of these, active items that we keep on C being dropped, will actually end up being the specialty active item. Yeah, the special elite-only item. Might be worth checking a couple of them just in case. The other question, I guess, is can it even spawn in this sort of situation? Because I'm not, none of these appear to be it. And given that it's supposed to be, like, not a incredibly good chance of it, but given that there's supposed to be a decent chance of it dropping, like a 7% chance, you'd think with the number of enemies we've killed, we would have seen one already. Okay, cool. My enemies have interstellar death plant, so if I die, my enemies will have a healing area. Good. Super. I will endeavor not to die. I'd hate to have my enemies be able to heal. You can just occasionally hear me press the button for the elephant. And I'm mostly running around just to dodge the incoming damage. In case there is something that actually happens to make it through all of the fire that we put out. there's a red. What do we not have yet? We do not have... So I guess I'll pick up the frost relic. Ooh, hey. Aw, man. I misread what color that was. Okay, so that was our red. That was the end of this. So I think I'm going to take a few moments to kind of look around the zone. I don't think if there's anything else we particularly care about. I mean, health is nice, which is one of the #1 things that I've been picking up. Back here? Nope. We're actually not as fast as I thought we were. Why don't I go ahead and pick up... There's another couple, like, energy drinks and Paul's goat hoof, I think. That should really do it. Okay, so what we're really looking for right now, I'm on the lookout to see if I can find out where the environmental log is for this place. On most of these levels, it's been in a slightly out-of-the-way area. I'm trying to look to see if we can figure out where it is, because I really want the environmental log for everywhere. I just want to, you know, fill my log for everything. Some of these. As kind of the one thing I do not have a ton of. That's kind of frightening that we actually see bodies for those. I never saw those things spawn. And I would have been a very scared person if I had realized those things were spawning and dying, like, without my knowledge. That's actually, honestly, terrifying. That those things existed without me knowing about them and were spawning and dying because they were exploding, and those explosions could have just flat killed me. Look, it's stats. Yeah, you know it, I know it. All about the stats. At the end of the day, really lived if you haven't maxed out every point value that you can here. And let there be no mistake, there are points for getting items. Okay, There, down here? No. There's not. Some of the other levels have been very sneaky in where they've put the environmental log. That's why I'm kind of looking all around, like, the edges and such like that to see if there's, like, a cliff beneath that has it. Could be on one of the rings, like... Should be down here. It ain't, but it could have been. Huh. Well. I searched around the entirety of the outside of the area. It doesn't appear to be in the inside of the area. And this is the highest point on the area. It's not up here. I'm actually not quite sure what to tell you. A log just over here, huh? Okay. I don't know what the log is for that area. Okay, that should put us straight to the end, right? Yeah, so we're on Sky Meadow. Teleporter lines to the moon. I don't want that. Ah, hello, scavenger. Excuse me. I particularly cared if there was a red in there. Oh my god, look at all the scavengers. Oh my god, I didn't know the Beetle Guard could pick up logs. It's kind of neat, actually. Yeah, good. Oh, I see it. Okay. Press the button. Laugh at the enemies, think they're gonna stop us. There were some enemies who instantly died. Instantaneous death. It's rather peaceful right now, right? Oh, have I not? Oh, that's why it's so peaceful. I haven't activated yet. I thought I activated a while ago. There was a boss there. What's really funny to me is that all of this is passive at this point. I'm not even shooting my gun anymore. You just gotta passively kill everything. We are the true monster. If you know, want to think about it. It's us. Oh, that was not good. It's okay. I'm fine. I did not fall. Hey, what do we get? Parents. Nice. I did not fall into a shadow realm. Likes of which you've never seen. What I also find really funny is that the whole deal with the shields is they are always a percentage of your maximum health. So because I've been regularly adding, like, okay, that's scary. So because I've been regularly adding to my maximum health, my shields have been continuously getting larger. Yeah, I don't think we can get the rare drops like this. Kind of a shame, that'd be neat. Not 100% sure what my missiles are shooting at this point. Evidently, there are enemies still running around, but... Okay. So stage 15. We only have 5 more stages to go. And then we will go and we will fight Myth. And I'll probably lose because of how much of a big deal this is at this point. No reds, moving on. Oh my god, a boss all the way over here died. Okay, that was a boss, apparently. I do appreciate that it's like 7 bosses spawn above me. And the game's just like, well, there was a boss up there. Yeah, I think that is my... Nope, that's not. Out of curiosity, let's just see if we can figure out where my rusty lockbox is. Oh, that's a drone. That's a drone. Do I even have a rusty lockbox? Maybe they're not guaranteed on every floor. I thought they were. Ah, there it is. Okay, we'll be back. I should be doing that on every floor. Oh, for a second there, I thought that was a red item. Like, there's a visual effect on the floor just now that looked like a red item. I was about to be so excited. Like, ooh, I get another one. No. That was exciting. I think that sound is my, my beetle guards complaining that I'm not giving them any work to do. About 90%. There we go. Hell away from me. Nice. Okay, we do not have a happiest mask. I guess that's what we'll do for the next couple of levels, is that when we're in the teleporter, we'll immediately go look to see if we can find our lockbox, if we haven't found it already. Whoa, frame rate, frame rate, frame rate. Okay. Not that I think the frame rate's likely to get much better as a result of Happiest Mask. Where is my teleporter? That is not my teleport. That's related to one. Back here? No. How is it? I am so confused. There it is. Okay. Hiding in the center. Okie dokie, Smokey. We'll come back for that. Not my lockbox. That is not. That is a drone. My lockbox. Also a drone. Winner. Lockbox. Okay. I'm back in zone. We're fine. How are you guys? Were you enjoying your time without me? Let's see. Let's go ahead and... Another Shatter Spleen. Another Mired Urn. Guess some more Molt Perforators. Like, our health is really solid right now, so the only thing that we're really looking at is, like, do we get more projectiles? Up that health number a little more. What is this? Drone? Drone. I mean, if something wants to kill me, it's gonna kill me, no matter how much I do here. Excuse me? It was right here. Oh, there it is. Okay. I do not currently have... I mean, I'm gonna pick up a Dio's best friend for safety. Let's face it. If the game decides that I am being an asshole, which it will, because... Let's face it, I am. It's gonna kill me. It's just gonna flat ruin my face. So, I think the safety of that is probably important. Wow, something actually hit me there. Let's get another Aegis. Okay, so on the lookout for... Is that it? Nope. That's not it. You know, I said a while ago that having the hard light would be awesome, and I never picked it up. I should probably pick up the hard light. There it is. Okay. Now that we know where it is, back to the battle zone. That's tempting. Ooh, especially because this is right here. I don't know where it was. It was right here somewhere. Ah. Really weird spawning animation they had just now. I wonder what caused that. It must have been like a special type of elite or something. Okay, let's go get our thing. Should I get the hard light now? That's probably a good idea, right? For movement speed purposes. Oh, that was a gold. Around here somewhere. Hardline afterburn. We could go Celestial. I don't think we need to. Whoever, we're just gonna leave. God, I'm gonna die so hard on Myth, and I'm gonna be very upset about it. Okay. Wow, that didn't take any time at all. And they're already dead. We do not yet have Sentient Meat Hook. Not what I was looking for, but I'll take it. Looking for two things. I'm looking for a scavenger. There usually is one. Well, I'm not seeing one here, so there might not actually be one on this level. And I shall be forever surprised that there isn't one. And I was looking for my my lockbox, but I can find my lockbox after I do this. Okay. out where my lockbox. Nope. This is my lockbox. Oh. These things that spawn in and instantly die are making it kind of hard for me to do what I'm doing. Ah. Nope. Not there either. That's definitely not one. You know what that is. All the way up here? Aha! Lockbox. Okay. Now that we know, back to the inaction, I guess. You know, I'm gonna be a little bit put out if the achievement doesn't trigger because we didn't start as commando. That's probably what's gonna happen, let's be fair. Trying to keep my eyes out for these jerks right here. If they spawn, they could put a real end to my fun real quick. I heard that. Oh my god, we got a green out of it. Well, that's somewhat disappointing. Okay. Button. Let's see. Doesn't look like it counted unless it's beat it. Which it might be. It might be beat. Not just get to it. Holy shit, that's a scary area. Excuse me, why are you suddenly immune to my damage? Not okay with that. Anything interesting? No reds. Moving on. Like, at this point, greens are a dime a dozen. Okay, just for giggles, I'm gonna hit that. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go for one more loop. If I don't get the achievement after winning here. Because it may be, you know, beat 20 as the commando, and we did 5 as the huntress. So it is possible that that's the issue here. So what I am gonna do is I'm gonna leave this aimed at the moon, just in case we get it in just a second here. Oh, that's frightening. Please tell me it's this right here. That is it. Okay. Void Reapers aren't playing. They are coming fast and hard. They want to eat my face, and they don't want anybody to misunderstand. Oh my god, we have a soulless control unit on our side. There are so many enemies that are currently on my side. It's a bit ridiculous, actually. Happiest Mash, just being stupid. Okay, so that didn't do it. Gonna take a second one of these. Okay. Right, so this is the plan. We're gonna go for 5 more. Which is a lot. But we're gonna go for 5 more. And we're going to hope... Whoa! Oh, there it is. Okay. So it was just get off the stage, apparently. Okay, the question is, do we go fight Myth, or do I just end? That's a hard choice, actually. Frankly, I'm thinking we just end. You know? Like, I'm sitting here thinking, like, yeah, it would be kind of nice to go and go back. Well, that happened. I don't know. I also really want to go fight Myth. Is it? No. Okay, where is it on this level? That's not it. That it? Nope. Up here? Nope. Let me guess. This is it up here? Nope. That it? Nope. Admittedly, it's just kind of funny, me just running around. It's like, this it? No. That it? No. Let me guess. It's all the way over here. Yep. There it is. Okay, now we know. By the way, I didn't know if you knew the commando can fly. Okay. So now that I have a little bit of everything, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get... Ooh, Celestine. That's a new enemy type. I'm gonna get more of this snow effect, because I want to see how many I can get. It's kind of fun. If a blue portal appears, we're going to take it now that I don't have to worry about blue portals anymore. And then see about getting 2 of those things that speed shit up. Reliant over here just kind of hanging out. That must be the Celestine Crater Prism, yeah. I'm wondering what Celestine does to enemies. Okay, can I has red? I can. Oh, that wasn't what I wanted. I mean, that's cute, and there's nothing wrong with getting that, but that was not what I was going for. God, I want to obliterate. I really do. I want to obliterate. But it could be very fun to go against Myth with this build. Like, with the understanding that every other enemy dies practically immediately. Well, that was the thing that happened. Oh, that's it right there. Cool. I wonder where that scavenger is. They'll probably find it after the fact. I have an army. Come play with my army. That's rude to try to drag me in with you. Wow, that's irritating. So the overloading Dune Striders, because they're dying, did their effect. And their effect does drag in allies, too, so they start dragging me in. Not a fan of that. That's a red. Like, that was legitimately a red. Is that a red? That's an orange. Aw, man. Yeah, let's see if we can find this scavenger who was killing stuff. Or who was stealing stuff. Scavenger. Where are you? Did you leave when I won? Oh, nope, you died. Okay. Not interested. That's fine. Ooh, what's this? Play Templar. How are you still alive? I don't know how that thing was still kicking around. Now, we don't do that revival thing here. Okay, here it is. Enemies dying everywhere. Okay, on the lookout for our thing. Look, I've got stuff to do. You guys are being very rude. I love that there are items all the way over here. Hey, look, another gold shrine. Is that it? Oh, that's an equipment drone. Is that it? That's it. Okay. Oh, now we know where exit is. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna be up here. Lord of all eyes for Bay. Ooh, the game is chugging. Turns out, stage 24, about where the game starts having trouble. Maybe just my computer, I don't know. Maybe the game has no trouble at all, my computer has trouble. Oh, I actually got knocked up. Oh, that's a red. The death storm gets larger. Again, places I spent almost no time, and yet there are dead things here. Darn it! I feel so betrayed. Okay, we're not doing it. We're leaving. I'm gonna regret this. The level of regret will know no bounds. I will regret this more than I can tell you. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of creeped out by the fact there's no enemies yet. Have they finally just... Okay. There they go. I was thinking, like, have they finally just decided to stop attacking me? Do we have... I mean, we don't have... Don't have an alien head. Downstairs, maybe? Oh. Where's our teleporter? Please, please, enemies, activate my instant death field. That's mildly terrifying. Go on my side, or is it in the cave? No. Ah. Malachite Wandering Giant. Wow. Terrifying. Like, legitimately, the odds of that going very wrong for me with a Malachite boss is really high. Nope. Hey. Might as well grab one of those, because we are constantly killing these enemies, so I will constantly get their abilities. You said that wasn't it, right? Yeah. Nope. No! Oh, damn. Okay. It's fine. That's something I've been afraid of literally the entire game. Well, not the entire game. I've been afraid of that since, like, 3 or so. Why I've been trying not to stand still ever. That's it. There it is. We found it. Get a new teddy bear. Look at these enemies thinking they can do stuff. Nope. No, 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 no. Teddy bear, please. No. I wish to leave. Wow, that was actually frightening with the void walkers. Does that attack? That just instantly kills you. Like, you don't get to do anything. You are now dead. Is I see him. Okay. And unfortunately, with the way the game is chugging along now, this is the time to leave, definitely, because I can't see when the Void Walkers spawn in to avoid them. Okay, we are not going to bother with the lockbox at this point. I have everything that I want. Thank you, Magma Worm, for that pickup. Unless this is literally it right here. Nope. I say I'm not going after them, I go exploring. Nope. That's a red. Instant death is terrifying. Do not touch the ground. The ground is lava. Particularly. I don't have one of those yet. Okay. Let's go to it. So the question is, do I now pick up glass? That becomes the big question now, is do I go pick up glass? Make me a lot more powerful. It'd make me a little bit easier to kill him. The understanding that we have a ton of health right now. Yeah, I think we pick up one. Not gonna go well. He's gonna hit like a truck. Oh, and apparently there's gonna be two of him. Because of course there would be. Why wouldn't there be? Why wouldn't there be two of him that I have to deal with? Given the artifact that we currently have active. problem is we know he can hit us up here. One down. Is that both of them down? Is he dead? Oh no, he's down there. Has to give me all my items back. Got him. Whew. Yeah, I was wondering when that was gonna happen. Time to leave. Don't worry about me, I'll be fine. I'm just gonna leave. Oh, they really want me. Good thing I have so many ways to kill bad guys. Holy crap. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, no. Please, if we could not. And I didn't have to do this run last time, and it was trance me and Telia, you know, because I was flying. Oh, hi, friends. Don't worry about me. No, I am out of here. No, you guys play back here. It's fine. No. It's good. No. I'm solid without you. I promise. Mr. Wizard, get me the hell out of here. I almost didn't do it. But we did it. We succeeded. Monsoon run to level 25. Multiple achievement. Feels as if we should have been seeing something instead of this black screen, but, you know, I might have broken the game. I did break the game. Please tell me at least unlocked. Okay, so we unlocked an ult for the commando. Rogue grenade that explodes for 175% damage. Okay. Deals 4 times damage in the center of the explosion, can hold up to 2. I kind of don't like that much, honestly. Oh, but unfortunately we did not get a skin for anyone. That didn't give us the skin for either one of them. It's probably because it thought I quit. Which is a little bit unfortunate. Yeah, see, it knows we picked up all of this stuff. Yeah, it doesn't think I beat the game. That's annoying. Because we glitched out. Name. Did we get... Okay, so we have the environmental log for a moment fractured. That's good. And that's what we're looking for. That, ladies and gentlemen, last code in the game. We'll be doing that one next time. The last code is the one I haven't gotten yet. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you next time.